Hello, global thinkers. Welcome back to Think BRICS, where last week's summit in South Africa marked a crucial shift in the global economic landscape. As the alliance expands with 6 potential new members, the world anxiously awaits future implications. Join our Telegram channel for the latest news on BRICS and emerging economies, and let's promote discussions and insights together. Your involvement strengthens our community. The BRICS alliance, initially comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has taken a monumental step forward. In a move that has captured global attention, the bloc has officially invited 6 new countries to join its ranks. These countries include Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Argentina, Iran, and Ethiopia. This expansion is not just about numbers. It's about the strategic and economic potential these nations bring to the table. The decision to expand was announced at the BRICS Summit held in Johannesburg. The inclusion of these 6 nations is seen as a strategic move to enhance the bloc's influence in global affairs.
BRICS itself is a diverse group of nations. It is an equal partnership of countries that have differing views but have a shared vision for a better world. As the 5 BRICS countries, we have reached agreement on the guiding principles, standards, criteria, and procedures of the BRICS expansion process, which has been in discussion for quite a while. We have consensus on the first phase of this expansion process, and other phases will follow. We have decided to invite the Argentine Republic, the Arab Republic of Egypt, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates to become full members of BRICS. The membership will take effect from the 1st of January 2024.
With this expansion, BRICS will now represent a staggering 37% of the world's gross domestic product, GDP, and almost half of the global population. But what does this mean for the world? For starters, the United Arab Emirates President Mohammed bin Zayed has expressed his gratitude for the inclusion, viewing the BRICS as an important group. He emphasized the United Arab Emirates' commitment to cooperation for the prosperity and well-being of all nations. China's President Xi Jinping echoed this statement, highlighting the significant influence of BRICS countries and their collective responsibility for global peace and development. Furthermore, South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa confirmed plans to boost trade in local currencies among the BRICS nations. This move is seen as a strategic step to challenge the dominance of the US dollar in international trade. If all 6 countries accept the invitation, the alliance could be rechristened as BRICS Plus, marking a new era in global financial sector. The expansion of BRICS is not just about increasing numbers. It's about fostering a more inclusive global economic system. The bloc aims to amplify the representation of developing nations in global platforms like the United Nations. Moreover, the emphasis on trading in local currencies could reshape global financial dynamics, posing a significant challenge to the dominance of the US dollar. Ashraf Patel, a senior research associate with the Institute for Global Dialogue, highlighted the significance of this expansion. He pointed out that BRICS' decision-making is based on consensus, emphasizing the bloc's unique nature. The inclusion of countries like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, with their substantial resources, could significantly bolster institutions like the BRICS Development Bank. Patel also emphasized the vast opportunities this expansion presents, with large populations translating into significant markets, The potential for economic growth is immense. The emphasis on trading in national currencies like the Chinese yuan could redefine global trade dynamics. As BRICS nations continue to emphasize multilateralism, this expansion is undoubtedly a significant boost for the global order. The 15th BRICS Summit was a monumental gathering under the theme BRICS and Africa, Partnership for Mutually Accelerated Growth, Sustainable Development and Inclusive Multilateralism. The leaders reaffirmed their commitment to the BRICS spirit, emphasizing mutual respect, understanding, sovereign equality, and strengthened collaboration. The summit highlighted the importance of a more representative, fair international order, sustainable development, and inclusive growth. The document, signed and presented to the world, you can download it via the link in the description, but read it because it is worth your time. It's a milestone that will guide the future of the global South and the world as a whole. The declaration emphasized the importance of inclusive multilateralism, upholding international law, and the central role of the United Nations. Concerns were raised about the use of unilateral coercive measures and the need of a more agile, effective, and democratic international system was stressed. The summit called for greater representation of emerging markets and developing countries in international organizations and multilateral forums. The leaders also expressed their commitment to human rights, emphasizing the need for all countries to cooperate in promoting and protecting these rights. The importance of a comprehensive reform of the United Nations, including its Security Council, was highlighted, aiming to make it more democratic and representative. The summit recognized the value of a rules-based multilateral trading system with the World Trade Organization at its core. The leaders also expressed their support for a robust global financial safety net, emphasizing the need for a quota-based and adequately resourced international monetary fund. The leaders addressed various global challenges, including ongoing conflicts, the importance of women's participation in peace processes, and the need for multilateralism to maintain peace and security. They also emphasized the importance of disarmament and non-proliferation and expressed strong condemnation of terrorism in all its forms. The expansion of BRICS with the entry of 6 new members marks a transformative moment in global geopolitics. This is not just an increase in membership, but a potential shift in the global economic paradigm. Argentina's geopolitical position adds an additional layer of complexity, and for sure, it will deserve a specific video report soon. A strange episode happened with Argentinian President Alberto Fernández, who cancelled his trip to the BRICS Summit in Johannesburg because someone had informed him that Argentina would not be accepted into the bloc for membership immediately. However, a few days later, Argentina was accepted. Right away after knowing the news, Fernández issued a statement explaining that he sees BRICS membership as an opportunity for economic growth and investment in Argentina. But let's also not forget the upcoming presidential elections in Argentina, which will be held in October this year. Immediately after the summit, 2 of the leading presidential candidates, Javier Milei and Patricia Bullrich, expressed reservations about the country's role in BRICS. Milei, a far-right economist, specifically said, his government would only have relations with nations that defend liberty, peace, democracy, and free trade, hinting at a potential exit from BRICS.
No va. Aparte, un presidente que se está yendo no puede decir qué es lo que va a pasar en política internacional en los próximos años y comprometer a la Argentina en un sistema que nada tiene que ver con nuestros principios.
¿Qué opina del ingreso a los BRICS de Argentina? El ingreso a los BRICS.
Los empresarios que comercian con China están contentos porque yo dije que la Argentina va a comerciar con China, que es nuestro segundo socio comercial, y va a comerciar con Brasil. Si se cierra la relación con Brasil, nuestra industria se destruye. Si se cierra la relación con China, nuestro campo se destruye. Eso no tiene nada que ver con los BRICS. El comercio de Argentina es un comercio que es independiente de los alineamientos ideológicos en los que no vamos a entrar.
Patricia, Cafiero acaba de decir que seguramente está mal asesorada, Patricia.
Yo estoy asesorada por los mejores expertos en política internacional y además lo tengo muy clarito, lo dije durante toda la campaña, BRICS afuera.
In this context, Brazil's President Lula conveys a hopeful tone, emphasizing Brazil's willingness to work with any future Argentine leader. Yes, this growth isn't without challenges, that's for sure. Geopolitical expert Andrew Korybko's analysis highlights the complexities of integrating nations with different economies and domestic situations. Nevertheless, for him, the alliance now seems more balanced, consisting of large energy exporters such as Iran, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, and large importers such as Argentina, Ethiopia and Egypt. This fact will surely introduce new dynamics into the group. All remains to be seen. However, it should be stressed that the invitation expressed by the BRICS to new partners must be accepted or rejected by January 1st, 2024, coinciding with a change of presidency to Russia. Beyond economics, BRICS represents a counterbalance to Western powers, championing unity among emerging economies. But unity demands understanding and accommodating the diverse aspirations of its members. As BRICS grows, it must adeptly manage these diversities, ensuring the benefits it brings aren't overshadowed by international disagreements. BRICS' potential to revolutionize global financial systems is vast. It offers alternative to traditional Western financial systems, often viewed as restrictive. The consideration of a basket currency for international trade showcases its ambitious vision. However, BRICS must remain vigilant. Its non-ideological stance, while commendable, means its direction could sway with the political winds of its members. It's crucial for BRICS to stay anchored in mutual respect, understanding, and collaboration. BRICS' growth is undeniably a milestone in global affairs. Its strategic expansion recognizes the importance of diverse global players. This move counters Western dominance, with nations like Russia and China using BRICS to extend their global reach. Meanwhile, countries like India, South Africa, and Brazil see this as an affirmation of their regional leadership. The member selection was meticulous, ensuring a balance in the regional representation and upholding the principles of sovereignty and political independence. The inclusion of nations like Argentina and Ethiopia ensures a diverse representation from Latin America to Africa. There are some challenges ahead. Mixing different economies and handling political issues will be tough for BRICS. Russia's lead in 2024 will be key to guiding the group, especially with the proposed commission to discuss global transport routes. In essence, BRICS stands at crossroads. Its expansion presents immense opportunities, from economic revitalization to global influence. Yet it also brings forth significant responsibilities. BRICS must ensure its growth stays in line with its fundamental principles, promoting a future of mutual benefit and global cooperation. Well, the BRICS alliance, now expanded to 11 nations, has been making headlines not just for its growth, but also for its positioning in the global arena. While the bloc has been clear about its intentions not to compete or oppose any entity, the comparisons with the G7, US, and European Union are inevitable. Russian President Vladimir Putin emphasized that BRICS neither competes with nor opposes anyone. This sentiment was echoed by Brazilian President Lula da Silva, who highlighted the potential for a meeting between BRICS and the G7. He envisioned a gathering where trade, scientific advancements, and democracy could be discussed. Lula da Silva has consistently maintained that BRICS does not aim to rival other international organizations like the G7 or G20. The numbers, however, tell a compelling story. With the expansion of BRICS from 5 to 11 members, there is a seismic shift in the global economic landscape. By January 2024, BRICS Plus is projected to surpass the GDP of the US-led G7 in terms of purchasing power parity by over $11 trillion. This calculation considers the relative cost of local goods, services, and inflation rates of countries, offering a more accurate representation than international market exchange rates. While the G7's combined GDP stands at $48.5 trillion, BRICS Plus is nearing a whopping $60 trillion. This economic progress is further highlighted by the fact that the debt of BRICS Plus nations is significantly lower than that of the G7. The G7's debt sheet is a staggering $55.5 trillion, with the US government alone owing $32 trillion. In contrast, the combined debt of BRICS Plus is just under $9 trillion. Beyond economic metrics, BRICS Plus represents nearly half of the world's population, with a cumulative count of 3.9 billion people. The alliance also boasts of energy powerhouses like Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, making it a dominant force in the global energy market. With 6 of the world's top 10 oil producers, BRICS Plus controls a significant portion of the world's natural gas, oil exports, and coal production. Additionally, these nations oversee about a third of the world's food supply and a majority of the supply chain for solar panels, electric batteries, and essential for industry minerals. French President Emmanuel Macron's recent interest in the BRICS Summit underscores the bloc's growing influence. Historically, Western leaders don't pay much heed to BRICS, but its economic ascent has changed the dynamics. Macron's attempt to engage with BRICS despite France's alignment with the US-led Western agenda highlights the shifting sense of global politics. While Macron's outreach can be seen as a move towards open-mindedness, it also underscores the challenges Western leaders face in navigating the new multipolar world order. Summarizing, while BRICS maintains its stance of cooperation, mutual respect without directly opposing any group, its growth and potential are undeniable. The bloc's expansion and its subsequent economic and geopolitical influence are reshaping global dynamics, prompting both collaboration and reflection among the world's leading powers. As BRICS continues to evolve, its interactions with entities like the G7, US, and the European Union will be crucial in defining the future of global governance and cooperation. The expansion of BRICS and its evolving role in the global arena is undoubtedly a topic of immense significance. As the bloc continues to grow in influence, it raises several pertinent questions. How will the inclusion of the new members reshape global economic and political dynamics? What potential collaborations and challenges lie ahead for BRICS as it interacts with other major global entities? We would love to hear your thoughts on these developments. Do you believe that the BRICS expansion will lead to a more inclusive and balanced global order? How do you envision the future of this alliance in the coming years? Drop your insights and opinions in the comments below. Your perspective is valuable to us, and we are eager to engage in a meaningful dialogue with our community. So, dear friends, if you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your network. Spreading the word helps raise awareness of our YouTube channel, Think BRICS. For those who haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. And for real-time updates on the BRICS world, don't forget to join our Telegram channel, also named Think BRICS. Together, Let's delve deeper into the intricacies of global geopolitics and economics. Stay curious and stay with us. See you in the next video.